quickly because, these ladies have lives. Some of them, have all kinds of responsibilities, okay? And they do a lot. And sometimes, you just, you hear about the boot camp, you come out, but I think
we're not seeing anything.
You don't see anything?
There you go.
Okay, I need somebody else to come hold this. Come on, Martina. Martina's coming. So sometimes, I think it's good because you can really appreciate what people really bring to the table.
Oh, okay. You get it like that, so make sure you know what they're saying. Okay. I'm trying to make sure they see everybody.
So I want to make sure that we really value what we have here, understand what we have here, because one thing that I've learned is that when you understand what somebody carries, you can really maximize that relationship, right? You can really take advantage of that relationship. You can have people that are in your lives that are assets to you, but because you don't really see their genius or understand their value, you don't maximize that relationship. And that person was right there, and they had so much to offer, right? Because you really didn't understand, you weren't a recipient of that. So I want to make sure that everybody here is a recipient. And Dion, I'm coming to you, girl. I see you back there. But anyway, so what I want to do first is I want to ask Camille to stand up. I'm really proud of Millie. Yay!
Yay!
Millie stepped out. She moved. She picked up her whole life from Carolina, moved to Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And how long was it before you left corporate?
Maybe about a year.
Oh, she was in Murfreesboro, Tennessee for about a year with us. And then after 1 year, she left corporate. So just tell them really quickly, because I don't know, have you guys heard this story?
No.
What's going on? So just pretty much the story about how you
She's awesome. Camille is great.
Oh, that's so sweet, Maxine.
Yeah, I love her.
Okay, so Neil, tell just really quickly, I guess, your story with, leaving corporate real quick and then jump into how you got started with Forex and what's been happening in your life, because I think it's really powerful.
Okay, so first off, I'll just really say, like Dr. Jewel said, I moved from North Carolina to Tennessee. I was in another business where I got the chance to meet Marquita and Dr. Jewel, and they were having an event in Nashville, and I came and she invited me to church for their prayer. And it was something that blew my mind. And so I started driving like 7 hours just to go to church, like twice a week, right? Twice a month, I'm sorry. So I moved and kept getting mentorship from Dr. Jewel. And within a year, I just knew that I wasn't really called to be in corporate because I would travel with her. So I kept finding reasons to get off work, So I could go. I'm like, I'm not supposed to be working. And so I just really got in there and was grinding really hard to get myself in position to be able to lead my job. And that was 6 years ago. And so it's just been really amazing because every year I've increased so much. I've made more money working for myself than I have working a corporate job. Hey. And so, like I'm telling y'all, like the grind and the hustle is real. Like once you leave corporate, you're going to do whatever it takes to not go back.
Yeah. To that one.
You want to, make sure, like for me, I just wanted to make sure that I kept growing. And I knew Dr. Jewel's where I want to be as far as becoming a millionaire and things like that. So I became a student, like putting money aside, doing this and doing that. And so those who follow me on social media, like even in that process, I really wanted to purchase a house, but I just kept hitting these walls because being self-employed is another beast versus getting a W-2. You know what I'm saying? You get a W-2, they just take that. When you self-employed, it's a whole nother beast. And so those who don't know, like I have a contract down on my house that's being built right now. It's my first home and it's literally everything I want to just kind of give y'all specs. Like your vision board, Forex can really help a lot of things on your vision board come to pass. So I really encourage you, to stick with that. So just to tell y'all about my house for just because I want to.
That's right. We want to hear it.
It's just me and my dog Gucci, but I have it's like So the house is 3,100 square feet,
Wow.
all brick, 4 bedroom, 3.5 bath with the theater and the game room. And it's a smart house because I'm really like a geek kind of tech person. So it's like voice activated, and I have this thing where my car will be connected to the house. So when I'm driving to my house knows, and so it sets the temperature to what I like. You know, like that. So I'm just really excited because I never would have thought, like, just to kind of put it out there, the house is $400,000. I never thought that I would be able by myself to be able to do something like that.
Go, girl.
And it's just been really good. I'm going to cry.
Hey.
He never cries. So this is a moment. This is a moment.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I'm just grateful for Dr. Jewel and Keita and Kathy. They've been like in my corner this whole process. And, you know, sometimes even when you're working things out, because y'all know how a house process can be, it's just great to have people who have faith like you to continue to support you even when things look like they can go different ways. So I'm just grateful. I'm going to stop talking now so I can get my
And you know, she didn't. Thank you, Wilbur. She didn't share this, but she also runs like my entire brand. She's completely genius. She puts all the systems and operations together. I mean, honestly, Keita and I are kind of the same. Like this, we can get to an airport and be like, we don't even know which way to go. We'd be like, "Where's Camille?" We're like, "What are we doing?" So she's just like genius, and she's also responsible for doing a lot of the training videos that you guys have. So if you want people to hear about this amazing opportunity, you can send them her Ecclesiastes 11 training video that's on YouTube, Auntie, and then you can do a breakdown of it. So because of that YouTube video, it makes it, I mean, I'm bringing in some pretty powerful people right now that if I mention their names, you would know because they're watching her video and learning from it. So she does an amazing job with that. She does tons of trainings. And so, you know, I think it's just huge because she really did not have to come to Detroit for 2 days. You know, it's easy to go somewhere where you have a big team, right? But, you know, I think we believe if we got a team here. But she technically is just here because she loves what she does.
She loves her auntie.
That's right. So that is love. Now, hopefully, I want her to have a Detroit team, but that's love. You know what I mean? That's selfless because most people not gonna go spend 2 days in a city where they're not benefiting some kind of way. So I want to make sure that you guys really understand that and appreciate that. Okay, so her story is pretty amazing too, and she's just really evolved, and I love her. And I think she's like the perfect example. Like Camille's like the perfect example for someone that's single to know that I don't have to wait for a husband in order for me to be wealthy. He's going to already have to have his wealth because she's independently wealthy. So she's not going to marry nobody that's broke, right? So he got married and, you know, has a husband that's very successful, you know, 3 children. So it would be very easy. And I think she's a great example for women who might be like, I got the kids. I can't do it because I got kids. Like, no, you still need to live your life. Because the reality is your children need to see you win. They need to see you successful. They need to see you level up. They need to see, because then you become the strongest voice in their life when you have something of substance. Because if they see you go to church your whole life and don't have nothing, they like, well, why would you go to church? Right? So they need to see that. So I think she's an amazing example of that. She's been able to maintain great wife, but she's been able to maintain her own individuality and still wants her own money, right? And so she's a great example of that. So have y'all heard Keita's story?
No.
Oh, shame. Let's give it up for Keita.
I guess maybe how it started. I guess we'll pick up from Forex. Maybe from Forex. I think it'd be good to stand up. You definitely need to stand up.
I do want to hear this story. I think it's pretty cool. That I guess just from a mommy mogul standpoint, that you didn't let your dreams go, and I guess the mindset that maybe that you had that kept you still working, because you could have just been all mom and just I'm gonna let my husband take care of me, but you wanted so much more than that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no.
And how you started with Forex?
Okay. Perfect. Okay. So my story is this, you guys. 10 years ago, I was, of course, married. I've been married almost going on 13 years now. And but 10 years ago, that I was a very strong entrepreneur. I got into entrepreneurship when I first got married about 13 years ago because of Dr. Jewel, and which was a blessing. I was a stay-at-home mom. We had just had our first daughter. Didn't know anything about nothing. Okay. For me, my husband told me I would never have to work once I married him another day in my life, and I could have, like she said, just stuck with that. Just been a stay-at-home mom, not doing anything and stuff like that. But I knew that wasn't the case. I knew there was so much more. And not only did I know it was so much more, because I surrounded myself around individuals that continue to keep on pushing me. They continue to keep on telling me, Marquita, there's so much more that you have. There's so much more on the inside of you that God wants to do more than what you're just currently doing right now. And I kept having thrusters in my life. And how we know that's important to have pushers and thrusters in your life. Yep. That can motivate you even when you don't even see it for yourself. And I can promise you, when I got started in entrepreneurship, I didn't even see it for myself. I got comfortable in what I was comfortable with doing. And so I had to start stepping outside of my comfort zone. And then in 2000, when it happened, when we lost everything, I think when the economy went completely bad, my husband, of course, was the only one in our household providing financially. And when that happened, we lost everything and we were completely homeless. Okay, from that point on out. And so we didn't have nowhere to go. We lost all of our vehicles, all of our cars, everything completely wiped out. And from that point on out, when it was presented to me, I knew from then, it was like, look, you have to make a decision. Either you're going to stay where you are or you're going to be broke, busted, and disgusted. You have a choice to make, and it's up to you. And so then I literally at that point started stepping over into entrepreneurship full time. And then I started running up ranks in different companies, making tons of money. I didn't wait. Even for my husband, I was there to support, and we were working together as an actual team, which is absolutely amazing. And from that point on, I knew that even as a mom, that there was so much more for me. Even as a wife, there was so much more for me. And I was not going to allow me being married to an amazing man, first off. An amazing man that allows me to just constantly go out and travel, that supports my dreams, supports my everything. Is just absolutely a blessing. But I knew then that it was like, look, you are a multi-millionaire by yourself. Yeah. Most time you get married and it's like, oh, we're going to do this together. No, you can do it together independently as well. That's and I got that revelation early on. Yep. So no, he's going to be independently wealthy on his own. I'm going to be independently wealthy on my own. And together we are going to benefit each other. Okay. And so then I started moving into that. God, of course, started opening up my own businesses, actually run Dr. Jewel's entire brand, which is an actual bad. She's bad. So that's a blessing as well. And then once Forex came, of course, all of you guys know it was a no-brainer after I saw it. It was just like, I have to get in here. I have to hustle. I have to grind. And for me, making money is easy. That's why my whole brand is called Money Makers, because I believe that everyone has the potential on the inside of you to be able to produce at a very high level. It's just that it's important in what you say every single day, what you're confessing over yourself, who you are around. That what makes you a money maker. That what makes you great. Because you're believing in yourself. And so that's why I created that entire movement, that entire brand behind who I am, because it stemmed from who I was at one point. I didn't feel like that's who I was. I didn't feel like I could actually do it. But once I started surrounding myself, stepping over into it, then I began to produce at a very high level. And now money chases me down. Money.
At least you can hear it.
Exactly. Because I'm telling you, because I saw a total different look on money, on life. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And my life is totally different because of it. We don't need or want for nothing. Let me say that again. When we were broke and busted and disgusted before, money is not an option. Our accounts look absolutely amazing. We built a beautiful $500,000 home about 2 years ago. Very first home. We're looking at building $1 million home. So I mean, so much more is happening in my life that is just because I stayed consistent, because we stayed persistent, because we did not give up. We continue to keep on pressing. And what I'm saying to all of you guys, like I said to you guys earlier, don't quit the process. So many times we're right smack dab in the middle. Before we even reach the end goal, we quit. We retreat, we back up. And if we stay persistent and we keep on pushing, it doesn't matter what cousin says. It doesn't matter what your uncle says. It doesn't matter what the situation looks like. It doesn't even matter if a death hits you. It doesn't matter if sickness hits your body. If you stay focused and consistent and knowing the end goal, this is what's promised to me. It is promised that I am the head and not the tail, that I'm above and never beneath. And if you believe it, and stay consistent in that, you will then see the manifestation of it. So many times we never get to see the manifestation because we constantly retreating when things look rough. I could have easily stopped and said, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and let hubby bubby do the thing, and I'm gonna still sit back and I'm gonna eat these ramen noodles, and I'm just gonna live this mediocre life. But no. My God said that I can have all things. If I believe in His word, and I want to see it manifested in my life. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Do y'all hear me? All of you guys, it is promised for us all. It's just now time for us to see it, walk into it, and just keep on moving. Just keep on going. Just keep on. I'm telling you guys, keep stand up. Because y'all think it went.
Yes, girl. Oh, queen. All right. Yeah.
Get your phones out. Everybody get your phones out. Get your phones out. Because not only are we just here just for boot camp and trading, this is so much bigger. It's changing lives. I need you guys to see it.
This is changing lives. There's people that came here on with their lives. There are people that came here with hope, wanting to see something totally different. There are people that have connected to this company, to IML, that has wanting something so much more for them. This education could literally take you guys from the bottom to the top in a matter of minutes, in a matter of days, in a matter of years, in a matter of months. Your life could look totally different. Totally different. It's not a game. I need you guys to understand. You're hearing from someone that had nothing. Absolutely nothing. And now money is never an option for me. Ever. Never another day in my entire life. I can buy what I want. I can go where I want. I can travel where I want. I can bless how I want. I can do whatever I want. Because I made up in my mind that lack will never be an option. Say, lack is not an option.
Lack is not an option.
Tell yourself, say, I am a money maker. I am a
Money maker.
This is the type of stuff that you have to continue to tell yourself every single day when you're at the lowest of the lowest. When you don't even feel like you're a money maker, you have to get up every single day and confess over yourself and say, today is going to be the best day of my life. I thank you, Lord. I thank you, Lord, that opportunity is chasing me down, that my organization is growing, my influence is getting bigger, my trading is getting better. Every single day, every time I execute a trade, 100% profit. You got to believe it. See, the thing is, we don't believe what we say. We don't believe it. We don't believe that we can dominate in these markets. We don't believe that you can live the life that you desire. We don't believe it. But then yet we sit back and we ask God every single day, God, when is it my time? He said, I'm already opened the door for you. But you got to walk through it. You got to start working what you know. The word is what you know.
IML tools are what you know. You have to work it. You have to work it. That's how you see results. That's how we see the results. What is one thing that you guys are believing for? If you don't even know it, I want you to say it right now out loud. You don't know? Say one thing you're believing for. The reason why I said that, if it's not on the forefront of your minds, it's not even in your heart.
Wow.
Habakkuk 2:2 says, write the vision and make it plain.
That's right. Preach.
It should have been the very first thing, and you shouldn't even be afraid to say it. It doesn't even matter. You said, shoot, my vision is to have $10,000. My vision is for me to retire. My vision is for me to be debt free. You should have been the first thing that come off your lips because you're saying it every single day. So we got to get back into a habit of saying what we want every single day.
Yeah. Yes.
That's how you begin to see the manifestation of everything that you desire and what you want. This isn't a game. None of it is a game. I'm telling you guys, you got amazing leadership. Lawrence, Dr. Jewel, Camille, Dr. Kathy, that gets on these chats right here pouring into you guys. Every single day, giving you proper instructions on what to do, how to navigate through life. Do you know this type of information can literally cost you thousands on top of thousands of dollars that people pay for mentorship?
Yes.
And you get it for free with just a membership or for you having to learn a skill set. Us being here, IML doesn't pay us to be here.
No, they don't.
According to you guys. This is out of love. I message my children every day from the hotel telling them, oh my God, I can't wait to see you guys. Thank you so much for allowing mom to go out and do what she do. When I land and get off a plane, I don't go home and sleep. I go home and take my kids on trips. I go home and take them. You want to go to Chucky? You want to go to here? You want to go to there? But I leave my family, my husband, to come out and pour into other people, to be a blessing to other people. This thing is bigger. Let me tell you something. It's bigger because we see a bigger vision. Your leaders see a bigger vision. IML, the company, sees a bigger vision for the entire globe, for the world. So when we're telling you to pull those phones out, go live on social media. Don't be afraid to share this information with people. Don't get it. Don't just bottle it all up to yourself and you being here just making all the money. And then you looking at everybody else that's struggling and they broke busted. They trying to find a way and you got the answer. Say, I got the answer.
I got the answer.
So when Dr. Jewel asked you guys, what happened? Who's been in here profiting? All hands should have went up. You should have been standing up on your toes. Some of y'all ain't never did 10 pips. Ain't never made 5 pips. Ain't never made 60 pips on one trade.
Come on.
And you experienced it. It's a different type of excitement you gotta get. I need you guys to see that. We're too passive with life. I'm tired of people being passive with life. This thing is big. I need y'all to understand it. It's big because once we get the wealth, we can affect the masses of people.
Yes.
We can affect the kingdom. We can't do it being scared. It's time to go out and get the wealth so we can build the kingdom, so we can be effective in this earth, so we can change rules and regulations and policies, and we can't do it being broke. We need the money. Say money.
Money.
Come to me.
Come to me. Now.
Hey! Stand back up!
That was so fire. So I know you guys received all of that. And you set your heart to not be passive, like she said, to win big. Things are going to start to happen for you. So this next beauty that has graced our presence, I'm so proud of her because we just got word that Dr. Kathy Kirkland's app is the #1 used app in the country. Is there anybody in here that has not? I'm gonna let them tell it anyway because I just like to hear. Is there anybody in here that has not heard Dr. Kathy's testimony? Well, I'm really proud of her because sometimes when you see people in ministry, they have such a huge heart to love God and love the people, but not able to ever break through in some cases on the well side, right? Because there's a strategy for everything. So you can pray for wealth, but then you have to get the strategy for wealth. It's just like health. You can pray for your health, but then there's a strategy for health. And you know, you eat like crazy all the time, like Lord heal my body, like really? You know, so the point is that there's a strategy for everything. And I'm really proud of her because she did not allow, and some people do, not all, but some people allow ministry to stop them, some people allow family to stop them, and those should be motivated. Your family should be motivated. The ministry should be motivated. Whatever whatever your vision is, it should motivate you to want to have increase in your life. You know, some of you might be motivated to open up an orphanage in Greece. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's going to take a strategy in order for that to happen. And so I'm really proud of her because she had a different mindset. She was hungry. She was willing to change, willing to grow, willing to get outside of what she knew to be true. And she has just really, really flourished and is impacting so many people. And they're right. I know it doesn't pay any of us to be here, right? And so anyway, I'm excited. I love her, and we're all making a lot of money because of her ECC 11 strategy that she worked closely together with Stephen Hooley. So let's put it up for Gabby
subscribing to the ECC 11 strategy and for making it number one. And the reason why I named it the ECC 11 strategy, when I first got started, I was broke, busted, and disgusted. Had got hit with the recession, didn't know how to be recession proof. But following Dr. Jewel, a good friend of mine, and a sister and a prayer warrior and a confidant and a consultant, you name it, that's what she is to me. And reaching out to her and talking with her, you know, she got this opportunity introduced to her by our very own chairman. I keep saying 100 because he is.
You hit profit.
And he called her and told her about it, told him to meet him in Dallas. And then I'm at home trying to figure out a plan on how I'm going to save my car from being repossessed, my house from us being kicked out, 4 kids in college, couldn't even afford to pay for a meal plan. Had to go on the top of the phone and places like that, befriending people. So when it shut down, they're able to eat, going to the hotels, getting shampoo and things like that because I couldn't afford to pay for that. We were about to lose everything. And my husband did 25 years in the military, and we were now living off a half a check. So when she introduced Forex to me, I went down, met the Youngs, and got the testimony from everybody. Came back, got back in that same circle I left of people that were in the same situation that I was in. Got discouraged, got a phone call from her. Millionaires don't quit. So when she told me that, I buckled down, got in there, put $40 in the market. The rest is history. Couldn't read the charts. And before I got in there, I prayed about it because I am a co-pastor of a church back in Texas. And everybody was telling me it was a scam, that it wouldn't work. That's too complicated. That's gambling. That's all the above. So I began to pray about it, and God gave me Ecclesiastes 11:1. The Good News Translation states that it is good to enter into foreign trade because you never know what bad luck this world is going to give you. And you need a minimum of 7 streams of income to survive. And if you had 8, you were doing good. So now I'm motivated. I'm excited because I found out I'm in a man-made company with a God-written skill set. You can't help but to win at this point. So, and then I later on Googled and found out that Forex has been around since 4 AD. So it's been profitable for 2015 years. Never closed its doors, never filed bankruptcy, never laid anybody off, but has been recession-proof for 2015 years. So I'm all in. Now I went from not knowing how to read the charts to now creating a strategy. Knowing how to tell anybody how to trade to now being the number 3 educator within the company. But I thank God for being able to be in position, because to me this is ministry. There's a lot of places I go to where I don't have nobody in here on my team, or where I'm not getting paid to come. Half the time I'm on my own dime, regardless of what rumors you hear about me getting paid on the side of me doing. I don't do that. I don't do that. I get paid by doing what I'm doing now. To see you succeed is how I get paid. I'm sowing seeds so that I can reap later.
Thank
Reap
you.
a harvest later. So I admonish everybody. If you have never traded, you know one person. And I'm going to give this quote. I love it because Wanda brought it up first. I don't look on your plate to see how much you got. I look to see if you got enough. This strategy that we're using right now, I teach kids. How many have your kids been on my session? Have they made money? Y'all need to say that loud because everybody can't see.
Yes.
If I have 6-year-olds to 18-year-olds that I'm training to show them how to trade because they're the next generation. And I want them to know the power of the wealth transfer. This is your opportunity to do it. Stop shouting about it. Stop praying about it. Sometimes, Moses, you just got to use what you got. Because when you're at the Red Sea and we bound down to prayer again, God done already gave you everything you need. And another thing, some people don't like the fact that I'm a pastor and I trade foreign currency and I tell people how to do it. Well, in 2 Thessalonians 2:9, Paul said, I practice in my trades daily so that I would not be a financial burden unto the people, so that they were free to receive the gospel. So I'm practicing in my trades. We don't rely on tithes and offerings. That's God's money.
That's right.
So we do what we're supposed to do in order to make sure that we're in line with God. You can't take half the Bible, don't take all of it. Right. So if you want to change, try doing something different. You done already worked 20 years. You got patience. I know you got patience. Stop saying you ain't got patience, because I know you got patience. If you can go to work for 8 hours and leave that job and not get paid, you don't get cash in your hand when you leave. You got patience. If you can work 3 weeks to get paid for 1 week, you got a lot of patience. And the beauty of this is you don't have to labor for it. You just got to sit here and look at it. So, but that's my story. And thank you for making our app the #1 app, the London payout. Yes!
Yes.
So this next young man, I told you guys, I think last night, those of you that were here, he's definitely had a tremendous impact on my life. When actually someone called me that I made a lot of money with to tell me about this opportunity. And he had just gotten in, and I was like, okay, well, I need you to put me on this phone with someone that actually has results. I'm mindful, Ron. Thank you. I'm mindful of my words. I said, I'll just say, I need to talk to somebody who has good financial results. Okay. And so he did that. And so anyway, it was probably 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm a late night person. And so I work at night. And so he said, I think he's late and he's up. And it was 1 o'clock in the morning. And we did a 3-way. And he's like, yeah, his brother and his wife are from Detroit. And they're a power couple. They're upline. They're doing some pretty amazing things. And he got on the phone with me. He took his time. He shared his story. He didn't even really know what Forex was, him or his wife, Tamara. And they just started sharing with me things that really were highly impressive. And because I'm a bottom line girl. And so I was like, okay, because of that, I'm in. But since then, we've continued to develop a relationship. And one of the things that I love, see, every person that's in your life plays a different role, right? Sometimes we look for people to be things that maybe we shouldn't because they weren't called for that. You know, I'll tell my children that, you know, we're going to be close, but to a point because I'm still your mama. You know what I'm saying? And so, though we can be cool, there's still going to always be like a boundary there because I have an expectation. And so Lawrence and Tamara have been amazing in my life in that they have been great leaders, but they've also like given me space and room to flourish and fly and do my own thing. And I really, really appreciate that in them. And I also like it because the first 2 months he did like all my 3-ways for me. And then after that, he's like, Joel, you know this stuff now better than me. He was like, you're depending on me in a way that you really don't have to anymore. And sometimes you need that. You need those people in your life to say, but why are you still even dependent? Why are you looking to me in a way that you now have developed in your own life, right? In other words, you don't need me to do that anymore. You're a big girl. Get out there and start doing what you do. And at first I was kind of like, oh, man. But it was good. But it was good for me because it did exactly what it was designed to do. It kicked me out of the nest. And it made me do what I needed to do. Now, don't get me wrong, he'll know I'll still put him on the phone in 3-way in a minute, right? But it's not like every day, all day like it was before. And so anyway, I've learned a lot of growth strategies from him, and we'll be having a conversation. He's like, yeah, I'm doing this, you know, I'm making this move. I'm like, yeah, I like that. That's strong. That's a good move. And I'll jump right on it. If I hear something good, I jump right on it. I'm not one of those people like, just keep on. I'm gonna get to it. No, I try to do it like right then. And so, amazing leader here in Detroit, and you know, him and his wife have amazing results. So let's put our hands together for Lawrence. Yay!
I'll be real brief, man, because this is like ladies' night, man. These ladies. I'm a baby. I will get quiet too, but I'm not. Jewel said some great things about me. She's not one. She's one of those type of women that's not like aim, ready, you know, fire, aim, ready type person. She's like, you know, she doesn't need the target. It's like, hey, just jump in and let's just go. You know, just learn as we go. And she just actually came out there, just ran this thing, ran the play, and you know, now she's one of. I told her just turned around a minute ago. She's like probably the best, you know, woman network marketer I've ever seen. And you know, she's built teams all across the world, and you can see her duplication. I'm watching Camille. You know, I always send Camille encouraging messages like, "Hey, I'm so proud of you. I think you're going to accomplish great things." And to see Marquita, her story is incredible. Everyone has some type of a story that needs to be told, but a lot of people in the room are just too quiet about it. You know, you don't believe enough that it could happen for you. That's why you're so quiet about what your story can be. And I too was in that situation before. I remember back when the real estate market crashed, I lost everything too. You know, but again, if you're not a risk taker, we might be talking a different type of language right now too. You know, we're talking that 1099 talk with some of you guys in the room are still programmed with a W-2 thought process. You know, you have to be willing to take risk in life if you want to go level up. Like I'm talking like, I'm not talking to making 6 figures. Anybody can do that. I'm talking that FU type money.
Talk that talk. Talk that talk. Talk that talk.
When people say things that's dealing with money, and a lot of times people think because you're so focused on money that you're doing something wrong. There's got to be somebody in the family that's a chosen one. There's got to be somebody in the family that's going to go out there and break the mold that you've been taught. Because I didn't have a good original copy to copy from. There was no millionaires in my family, right? I sat and watched my family work 2 jobs my entire life. To me, 2 jobs for 2 people, right? So for me, I had to go out there and do something different. So you have to be willing to find people like Jewel, find people like Marquita, find people like Dr. Kathy and Camille that want to go out there and do something different that's going to pull you up by the bootstraps and help you. And for a lot of people in the room, trust when I say this. Don't take this the wrong way. A lot of people use so much of your time as an excuse. I got too much on my plate. Anybody heard anybody say that?
Yeah.
Like literally, what's on your freaking plate? What's on your plate that's so strong that it keeps you from getting wealthy? Is it ballroom dancing? Is it bowling? Is it watching TV? Is that too much that's on your plate? Because outside of God, health, and your family, number 4 should be getting rich. in some type of order, however you want to put it. But that should at least be on the plate, right? But some people just don't believe it can happen for you. I failed many times, trust me. I've cried many times on my failures, trust me. But best believe my feet hit the ground running tomorrow, I'm still gonna shoot my shot.
That's right.
I'm not afraid to lose. There's been times I've lost big money on stuff. I'm always gonna recover because I got the hustle mentality.
Right.
You know, if you don't miss the shot, you don't take. Remember that. You never miss the shot you don't take, because when people pass away, that's where the rich real estate is. All the dreams and goals, and people say, you know what, man, I wish I would have did this. That's why I like talking to senior citizens. They can tell you, like, man, if I could change anything in my life right now, I would have tried to invent this. Well, I'd have tried to start this. I would have, should have, could have. That's what lays in the cemetery. I wish I would have, should have, could have. And let me ask you a question. What would the 80-year-old you say to you right now about life?
Wow.
Would the 80-year-old you that's sitting in the room right now tell you, man, I'm glad I did, or I wish I had? You got to ask yourself that stuff, because trust me, man, time goes by lightning quick. You guys realize it's almost August tomorrow?
Right. Right.
We was just giving resolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's 8 months later. So time, it goes in warp speed, especially when you tap 40. Oh, it's like they're cooking with gasoline with it. But you know, the thing is, it's worth learning this stuff. Don't be one of those type of weak people that you lose a few dollars and you start to say Forex doesn't work. I know people right now who lost $50 and they say the Forex doesn't work, and I ran to the same bus to the gas station spending $50 on lottery tickets. You're right. Luck, ladies and gentlemen, is not a strategy. Luck is not a strategy. So it takes time. It's going to take time to do this. Yes, we'll build it brick by brick. There's one thing that we will not ever run out of. It's time. Everybody gets saying 24 hours a day. It doesn't matter what you want to do with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how many people in the room by the show of hands have a job? How many people in the room work? Okay. How many people want to get off the job? Okay. How many people have it written down, like Marquita says, have that stuff written down and believe it? You speak it like, I want to get out of this situation. How many people really write that down?
I got a vision board.
You got a vision board? That's what I'm talking about. You got to see it.
God.
I'm going to share this with you, and some of you guys have seen me do this before. But I worked at the same place for over 20 years. I've always been an entrepreneur on the side, because I've always been a firm believer. You work a full-time job because it's a necessary interruption between weekends. You needed to live, right? You build your wealth part-time. Eventually, your wealth strategy, you take that money to pay off your home, pay off your debt. So now, when you go to work, it's just extra money because you're totally out of debt. So that's what I've always done with my network marketing business. Even though I made over 7 figures part-time, right? And now I'm debt-free. My homes are paid for, cars are paid for. I have no debt. I can live on $2 grand a month. So because I'm sorry with my money, but if you're in that position where you're working a job, build this money and use this money to start paying off credit card debt, pay off your taxes, whatever it is you got to do, so that you can be debt-free and stress-free, right? But if you had that stuff written down, I remember I was working the place I was working 60 hours a week, right? Dark 30 to dark 30. And I was one of the best of the best. I sold Ford to Royal Ford for 20 years, right? And I love doing what I do, but giving somebody 60 hours of your life, that's a lot of time, right? So I had this written down. This is my business card. And when I remember at work one day, I was so mad because the guy who was the manager was such a hater. You know, didn't like the fact that I did stuff on the side. He didn't like the fact that I made a lot of money. He's one of those type of guys always want to, kind of let you know, hey, I'm still the boss. And I remember one day I wanted to leave, and he gave me some grief. And I'm like, hold on, dude. I'm the top guy here. Why are you tripping on me leaving a little bit early? You should tell me to take as much time as I want on. And I said, man, I'm a grown man asking another grown man if I can leave.
Help!
Think about
Help!
that. I'm a grown man asking somebody for my time to do something that's important for me. Now he's got his barometer of what's important for me. I got to go on what he thinks is important enough to let me leave.
You better help us.
People, that's ridiculous. I wrote this down. I went out of my car almost in tears. I'm like, I got to do something different.
Come on now.
So at the time when I wrote this, this is my business card. I wrote, matter of fact, Damon, what did that say?
I am Chairman 50, December 31st, 2017. Oh, and he signed it. That's real. He signed it and dated it. That's real.
So dig this. I wrote this down, and I keep this with me everywhere I go as a reminder. So all the time I was working hard, I still, every day when I'm not busy, I'm talking to people on the phone. I'm doing 3 ways with Jewel. I'm talking to other people. I'm recruiting people into my business. I'm not going to let the fact that I'm working keep me from my goal of getting out there, right? So I remember when I wrote this down, things weren't the best of the best in the business either, right? You're going to have peaks and valleys in your business, right? I didn't know how I was going to do this, and I wrote it down. I was a chairman 10 at the time.
Wow.
So I was still making 10 G's a month part-time while still going to work. But I was like, I need to hit chairman 25, I need to hit chairman 50, all that. And I said, when I wrote this down, it wasn't like people just calling me like, hey, LY, let's roll. You know, but when I wrote it, I believed it, right? You know, I believed it enough. I never forget, this was 2017. And what happened was January 13th of 2018, I went to the gym because it was slow at work, went to shoot some ball, tore my Achilles. Now, you know, if you sell cars, that's 100% commission. There ain't no salary. So guess what happened? Money came to screech and hope. But guess what? I still had 10 G's a month residual. So then I had to skip a beat. So I was going to be prepared, right?
Right.
So here I am sitting on the couch, couldn't do anything for 6 weeks, couldn't get out the house, couldn't go upstairs in my house. I mean, I was literally couch bound. So when I sat back and looked at it, I said, man, I just got to really 10x what I'm doing. So I just got deeper into the trading because I had more time. And I just calling everybody, doing Zoom calls every hour. I mean, I'm just like, literally getting it. And then I did not hit Chairman 50 by March 29th when I said I was going to do it. I actually hit it, December 31st. I actually hit April the 1st, 2018.
Yes.
Then it came to that point. Remember the guy I was telling you about, the hater? Got it, ran the joint. Yeah, his day came. His day came because it's gonna come a time when it's not funny when the rabbit got to go. Right. So I never forget. I came in there in my crutches. You know, he said, "Hey man, first thing is when you coming back to work." My eyes are hurting, man. I don't see myself coming back. Hey, it was written.
That's it. Yeah, come on.
And I did it. Stepped out there on faith. Right. If I took the L, so what?
Yep.
If I took the L, so what? I'm not scared to shoot the shot.
Yep.
And I tell my son, I was making almost 200 grand a year selling cars. I told my son, it's okay to walk off a job that's paying you that type of money. Shoot your freaking shot. If you shoot a brick, so what? Keep shooting.
That's right.
Keep shooting. Keep shooting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But eventually, you go hit that game, win the shot. And I can't thank all you guys enough for taking the time to come out. That's my story. But let's hear your story.
Right.
You have a story to tell.
That's $1 million coaching.
Awesome. Yeah.
Powerful story. You have to be around people that are willing to take the risk. He took the risk. He left, right? He endured. And I like what he said when he wrote down what his goal was to be chairman 50. It wasn't like he had a lot of leaders saying, I'm ready to run. Because in order to hit certain ranks, you can't do it by yourself. This game is designed for partnership. So I think that was pretty amazing. Let's give it up for Lauren. On August the 5th, you have an opportunity to get on and do a virtual Ecclesiastics 11 virtually. And it's going to start like at 7 in the morning and go, it'll be like 10 hours, but it'll be broken up in sessions. You guys will be able to get the link on the Rise and Prof on the team app. You'll be able to get that link to sign up for that. And again, that's going to be August the 5th. And maybe they can even text it out and put it in the Telegram chat. And then you guys can send it out to your people where you can virtually get on it. What I want to recommend people to do is when you see that, get with the people in your city. So let's just say Vegas. We just left Vegas. Vegas was amazing. You might want to get everybody together in Vegas and have a local trade house with everybody trading together
on August the 5th. That's really what you should do, because the power of trading is getting together with other people. You don't want to, especially in the beginning, you don't really want to trade by yourself. I'm in this thing 3 years and 2 months, and I still love trading together, right? There's power in it because you want to make sure you see what I see. You know, I'm seeing the same thing, confirmation and trade together, and it's just great trading together. So I want to get testimonies from those of you that have made some money yesterday and today trading. So who would that be? Let's go to Dion first. And then we'll get to Gretchen. Yes, money and education. Okay, so Dion, I'm so proud of you. This is Marquita's cousin. Okay. You've never traded before, so just tell us your story. And what have you learned in today and tomorrow? Because you followed them to Vegas.
No, I followed them. I went to Tennessee first, and then I went to Tennessee twice actually.
Why? Because you live where?
In Storm Lake, Iowa. So I live.
Iowa.
So I live like 12 hours away.
I didn't know there were black people in Iowa.
No. Okay. Well, my first trade was I ended up connecting with my cousin Marquita. After years of her doing trades, I didn't know that she was trading. I grew up with a mom, and I ended up connecting with her after I found out that she was trading, and I went to visit her, and she welcomed me. And from that point, she was, showing me fundamentals of what to do. Her and Camille. I actually had a night trade at your location in Georgia State with Dr. Kathy. It was magnificent. So from that point, I took a $400 account. I was trading off of $200, and I was kind of like all over the place in a sense. I was doing indices with Forex and stuff like that. So that first day was kind of, like really rocky. And so the second day, Marquita was like, I want you to follow the chart. I want you to do this, this, and this. And it was from that point, we took the $200 and we made $1,600. And I was that one day, it was the second day of the BootCamp. So, it was magnificent. So I left the BootCamp.
One more time. No guarantees.
I'm gonna learn that because I'm gonna pass that on. And from that point, I was on my way home. I took a detour, went to Detroit, picked up my son Tony, and so we were 12 hours away from Storm Lake, coming from Detroit. I was up almost like 24 hours, but all the way from Detroit to Storm Lake, I was trading.
Wow.
On my phone. I was just telling this young lady here that I thought I saw a downtrend that I thought, and because I was only using my phone. I kind of took the tips and everything that I got from the BootCamp, and sure enough, I saw a downtrend, and I started trading from that point. So it was like 12 hours. I was trading. I took the $1,600, turned it into $50. It was like $5,200 or $5,300.
Yeah.
It was a really good ride.
She comes to every BootCamp we are at. You guys shut the gear and she
travel. Because it's always something extra that you get from the BootCamp. It's always something. But it's always extra relationships that you get, extra testimonies that you get. That's really
helpful and good for everybody, because I feel like we all in this together as well. And some of my story is about the same. I was a broker in Illinois for about 15 years. Did the real estate crash, lost everything. Got back up, lost everything again. So when I found out about Forex and the group and team that I'm around now, it's like, now it's this chance to become wealthy. I mean, I want to say, who don't want to be wealthy to help their family and their friends and, to come up with them. And that's where I'm at this point. I've been to your church. It's like every time I come there, because I come and visit, it's so overwhelming welcome that it's almost unexplainable. But on a good piece that I'm going to uplift myself and I'm going all in and I'm moving to Tennessee. I feel like you have to surround yourself with right people that want to bring you up with them. And with Dr. Jewel, Dr. Kathy, my cousin Marquita, and my new cousin Kadir. That's cute. You get that from them. And so that's my story.
Amazing. How the lives are changed. Being in the right places, listening to the right people. It's amazing. Gretchen, will you stand up? We want to hear from you, beautiful. Let's give it up for Gretchen.
So encouraged by the things that I've been hearing. I've been following Dr. Kathy for a couple of years. And today, when I came yesterday, I put in the trade for the goal, and I had never made so much money with goals before. And I was like, wow, it's really happening. And my life is really changing. And I just know that this is beginning to something new. And I just thank everybody that's here. And thank you for the encouragement of the testimonies. The relationships are real. Thank you. And I do plan on coming to more boot camps. Thank you so much. That's what happens when you start making money and making money. Give it like Jesus. Finally, God. I love it. You be like, woo. Okay. All right. Anybody else? One last testimony. Anybody else? One last. Yes. Okay. Keep saying that for Chicago. Okay. So your red hair.
Hey, Simone from Chicago, so I'm gonna try and keep it.
Shout out.
That's fine. So I've been in IML. I don't know. I signed up in November of 2017. But I signed up because my friend was in, and I was just supporting her. I never even opened the academy until March of last year. Yeah, I was just paying it because that's what friends do. They sign up. It's this new thing, girl. I don't even care about it. I want to hear about it. Here's my credit card number. Just get your rank. You need your 2 and free. Don't ask me nothing else. And then finally, in March, I'm like, something came through my bank account, and it got overdraft. And I'm like, well, I know the money was in there. I forgot about the damn. I'm like, okay, I'm like, even opened it up. So I'm like, okay, let me see what this is all about. I get in and joined a bunch of Telegram groups and did all this stuff. And I was like, okay, I got in my demo account. I was in a demo account for 1 day. And my demo account, I think it was like $5,000 or something like that. And I made like $50 in a couple of hours off the demo. So I was like, oh, I got this. That's how this works. Okay. So I took my mortgage. $1,750. And I said, I'm gonna take this mortgage. If I could flip this $5,000 and make $50 in an hour, what can I do with a real $1,750? And then I was like, okay, worst case scenario, I got 30 days to make it back. 90 before they put you in foreclosure. I made $53,000 in 3 weeks. Right? No.
Disclaimer.
No.
Here's a disclaimer. Don't do it.
I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what a PIP was. I didn't know what a lot size was. I didn't know what anything was. On my demo account, it said 1.00. Now, I went to public school in Chicago, so that means that's $1. $683. And I was like, well, if $1 do that, what $10 do? And then $10 did that. I said, shoot. Okay, well, I did $25. And then I said, well, you know what? God, we here. Me and you together. So, anyway, I wound up, my highest lot was $43. Because that's what it said, 43.00. Man. Okay, it wound up being $430 a lot. Yeah. Yeah. So I realized that when news came out and it whipped, and I wound up being $18,000 negative. So again, didn't know what I was doing. And I'm like, okay, well, Christopher Derrick, because now it's negative. I need to hurry up and log in and see what it's saying. So I'm wrapping up the story because there's a point to this. So I logged in, and Christopher Derrick said when you drop down, that's when you're supposed to add a position because pull back. So I said, all right. So I add some positions. Now I'm gonna double down because I need to make my money back, and then I gotta get out. Okay, so it didn't pull back. It kept going. So then my account wound up being $123. I said it was $53,000. Now it's $123. Cause you know I didn't. I don't know. So I was like, okay. Luckily, I was smart enough to move some of the money from my regular account to my landing account. I didn't know what that meant either, but I just knew I had put $1,700 in, and when I had $1,700 and I made $53, let me take my $1,700 out because that's what you're supposed to do when you recut stuff. So you move money. So I at least made that. But then I had lost all this money, and I was all in my feelings, and revenge trading, and the devil was a liar, so I didn't trade anymore. But I was still paying this account because every time I would let my account go inactive, my friend would call me and say, "You messing up my rank." Long story short, around May, I was on Facebook. And I was disgusted because my husband is now like, I love you, but you sold me on all these hopes and dreams without any mail, and I'm the only one working because I had quit my job because I made $53,000 in 3 weeks. So now I'm like, okay, I could Uber or something, but yeah, I was about that life. So nothing against it. I like it, y'all, but I'm from Chicago. We shoot people. So
she crazy.
The newspaper, and the newspaper said that for a master's degree, you make $15 an hour coming out. Well, with my experience, I got all these years of experience in marketing. $18. That's $35,000 a year. I made $35,000 in 2 weeks trading. I'm like, what? So yeah, that didn't work. So I found Dr. Kathy, and she was doing 10 pip and dip. So I did 10 pip and dip, and then she stopped doing 10 pip and dip.
So now I gotta really learn the skill, because she ain't doing shit. So I go and, Camille actually started putting the link for YouTube. And I started watching YouTube, and I'm watching IML, and I'm doing all of that. And I did demo, and I made like good money in demo. And then I got ready to go live, and I had flashbacks, like PTSD. And then it's like, look, here's $100. They gonna be in Detroit. That's 4 hours away. Wake your cute self up. Drive to Detroit and make us some money. So pimp me here, and I'm here. I made $71. My ticket was $84. I made $39 off GR30, and my gas was $37. So thank you, because I had literally not traded for 8 months after my traumatic experience. And I swear to you, the only thing that got me,
That was the funniest thing.
a sexologist.
Sexologist.
Yeah. I had a sex toy store. So I felt so now I'm selling sex toys to married couples. Or those that's trying to be married, or those that tell me they married.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I used to live next door to him.
Oh, perfect.
She can tour just doing that fine
Yeah, I used to live in Texas, and then Hurricane Harvey moved us back to Chicago.
Okay, can we give it up for this stand? Okay, guys, so listen, if you want to be a part of this amazing movement that we have going with the person who's watching right now, also don't forget the virtual Ecclesiastes 11 tour is coming. So you'll actually be able to get online and trade live with us for like 10 hours, okay? So look for that link. I love you guys. Let's make it a great day. Everybody say bye, Detroit!
Great. CC 11 is still the page of bills.
Yeah.
Thank you, baby.
I know.